Alright, listen up. We're heading for Ionor. Our mission is to clear the town of enemies and evacuate the civilians. Keep your eyes open and be careful. We're not immortal. Questions? Alright then.
This is Ionor. We received a distress call. The town is being attacked by birds. The town's residents are in hiding. We need to find and evacuate them.
Hey, over there. You can come out.
Come out! It's safe now!
Thank the gods, you got them all!
Thank you. Thank you!
You're our saviors.
We're saved.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We thought it was the end of us. Come on! Come on! You won't take me alive!
Gather up the bodies.
Arise, immortal. It is not the end. It is just the beginning.
It seems we have guests. Kill him. Pay for that.
How did you survive? You killed so many monsters. Birds thought you were dead. Couldn't they smell you? And you don't have a scratch on you. You must be immortal. You were born under a lucky star. Come on, it's my duty to bring you to Alienor now.
Look at that. The capital in all its beauty. Nothing else like it.
Yep, we're lucky. Not every day you meet an immortal.
Immortal, really?
Why don't you find out?
Zip it. Have some respect.
Okay, prep for arrival. Almost there.
Welcome to Alienor. I take it you had a pleasant trip. I am Harida. I will help you settle into your new life. Poor thing. You've had your share of trials, but remember, the darkest hour is just before dawn. New life is a rare privilege. Immortality, it is something we don't yet fully understand. Remember that immortality does not make you a god. You must learn how to use your new powers as well. A great path lies ahead of you. The way is different for every god, so I cannot advise you on yours. Any path is connected to faith, one way or another. If you want to become a god, you need to open your heart to the tragedies of ordinary people. Help them selflessly, and you will see that they support you with their faith. Remember to use your new powers wisely and with kindness, but to do that, you must first learn to control them. I know someone who can help you with that. You should talk to Flavius. He is no ordinary god. His vocation is science, but don't let that discourage you. He is a miracle worker in his own way. He is waiting for you. Now go.
I wish I could visit the training hall. It would be nice to feel like an immortal, even if it's just for a few minutes.
That might be a good business opportunity, by the way.
You only think of money.
Not gonna happen. I read somewhere that the training hall isn't safe for mortals. Something about the brainwaves and too much synopsis strain.
You could put the risks into the contract, in a small print, and also come up with a tricky insurance scheme. It'll be a gold mine.
Just listen to yourself. You sound like some hardcore criminal, when actually, you're up to your eyes in debt.
I could be. It's just that my conscience won't let me bring my schemes to life.
Oh, rookie! Hello. Liking immortality? Not getting to your head? Oh, my manners. I'm Flavius. I'm trying to advance science here while others are waving their swords. Of course I'm serious. Aside from me, no one's even trying to understand how things work in this world. Oh, right. This is my holographic form. No time to flit about. And there's so many immortals nowadays. Just so much to do. Right, back to business. Well, what are we waiting for? That transport capsule? You're getting in. I'll join you in the training hall. The hall's completely virtual. I've been doing all of our training here, ever since my lab was nearly destroyed. First you'll need to pick a class. I'll show you how. Pick an available class, and you'll learn its basic abilities. How about that for a miracle of science? Of course, you can always change your class, at any time. In a tricky situation, you have the Argus system to offer you advice. And of course, I invented it. The Cryomancer can cause significant damage from a distance. However, they do not last long in close combat, so they try to avoid it. Their role in a group is to inflict damage. Even new players will have no difficulty playing this class. The Paladin is a melee fighter, average damage but high survivability. In a group, they draw the enemy's attention to themselves. They are a simple defense class. They take longer than the Cryomancer to kill an enemy, but die less often. The Lightbinder attacks from a distance, inflicts less damage than the Cryomancer, but has a higher survivability. This basic support class is important in any group. Their powers are aimed at protecting their teammates. The Cryomancer can cause significant...
What you see now is a pack. These enemies are weak on their own, but a group of them can be extremely dangerous. Eliminate them using an area of affectability. Enemies that are strong, but few in number, should be killed one by one. Use abilities that inflict significant damage to a single target. Sometimes you can avoid damage. Take a closer look at the enemy. Some attacks take time to execute. You can evade them. Deal a finishing strike. Send it out with a bang.
Something must have broken. Don't panic and try to hang on until I fix everything. Did you like it? I don't normally hand out the divine form. It's not even in this training course, but that was an emergency. Someday, you'll be able to use it without my assistance. In the real world, and not just a virtual space. Oh, it's nothing. Do your best. And the desired results will follow suit. There are many troubles on Aelion, and the most crucial one is invasions. Go fight. Go save lives. Go make friends and gain more followers, and you will eventually become strong enough to take the next step and become a junior god. I am beginning to sound like Harita. That's it for now. You can return to the Divine Observatory or wherever you need to go. You can stay if you like, but I can't promise any more fun.
Excellent choice. Each combat school is more than just a set of skills. It is a special path, a philosophy. It is time for you to learn about the mission of Aelion's gods. Come closer to the model of the planet. Listen. Do you hear that? Millions of voices are calling to us for help, begging us to save them, here in the observatory. Their prayers reach our ears. We are gods, but not almighty. But it is in our power to save lives, eliminate threats, and offer hope. Go. Aelion is waiting for you.
Technology, gods live among us.
Hey, do you have a moment? You're an immortal, right? Can you sign this for me, please? I've only seen gods in the Alienet before, and I've never been to the capital. This is just fantastic. Do you know Marcus? The immortal guy? He's so handsome and strong. How I wish I could meet him. I'm Angie from Kairos. I graduated high school with honors and won Flavius's scholarship. I can't decide where to go. I wanted to be in the math department, but now that I look around, I know it should be architecture. Or should it be math after all? Everything is so exciting here. I can't choose. I'm in the capital. I can't believe how cool that is. Here you have the Research Center, the Divine Observatory, the Training Hall, the Park, and the Hall of Greatness, of course. When the mechanoids came, not now, but back in the Dark Times, they destroyed the old Alienar and left it in ruins. The city was rebuilt after the invasion, but if it hadn't been for Flavius, they would have built Hut. He invented new materials, new technologies, and new constructions that enabled us to build towers. First of all, he built his own temple. Well, not just his own, but the Temple of Science. They say he has stayed there ever since. Now there are laboratories, workshops, lecture halls, and I will study there too. The training hall is the coolest thing ever. And no, it's not. Flavius built it so that immortals could practice without destroying everything around. It's a virtual room where everything seems real. You think you're fighting monsters, when actually you're just standing in a capsule. It's a shame they don't let mortals in. I wish I could become a hero for at least an hour. The only thing I can do is watch you fight in the Alienet. I used to support Steel Titans before they were disbanded. Now I'm rooting for Marcus. And for you, too. Oh, thank you so much. Good luck. I'm rooting for you.
Birds are the most numerous part of the Reaper army. They're cannon fodder. They're not too bright, but their large numbers and a short reproduction cycle more than compensate for it.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't think I'd make it. Those creatures appeared out of nowhere. My whole... We were ordered to chase a few rats off DANKIT, but there was a whole army of them. Many mortals have gone missing here lately, but we didn't think we'd run into the Reapers of Death. Thanatos' minions have resurfaced. Immortals, you need to get to the bottom of this. Not much, come to think of it. Thanatos is a god from another planet. The god of death, they call him. He's evil. He wants to conquer Elion, but his plans don't make sense to me. It's like he wants to rule a dead planet. But that's crazy. And I want to get some payback.
You can use the map to view your current position. Check the map whenever needed.
It's over. The gods haven't abandoned you. More are coming! You need to blow up the burrows! So they were sitting underground all this time. Attack! They keep people in cages like animals. Both men and women. The Reapers show no mercy. Death sat quietly in their lair, shaking with fear. Something's changed. For Elion! See that giant carrion over there? He looks like he's in command here. Let's take him down.
So, what did you find out? What? You think someone is giving orders to the Reapers? Well, I think I know just who is behind this mystery. So, have you met the Gravedigger then? The individual who is responsible for the Reapers and their Verd minions. We know little about him. Many have seen the Gravedigger. Some paid him no mind, while others ran in terror. However, you were the only one wise enough to realize the underlying threat and raise the alarm. So, I would like you to meet Iana. You naturally have heard of her, haven't you? If the army of immortals is like a sword, repelling endless waves of invasion, then Iana is undoubtedly its cutting edge. The clear skies over Aelion are all thanks to her. Iana will be arriving here soon, for a private matter. I'd appreciate it if you'd wait for her with me.
Greetings. I've heard about your bravery. Thank you for your service. I've been told that you had an encounter with the Gravedigger. We cannot underestimate this threat. The army of death on Aelion is weak and uncoordinated. And a strong leader? That will make it much more powerful. The entire planet is in danger. It is the duty of every immortal to help catch the Gravedigger, and we cannot rest until he has been captured. The well-being of Aelion is in our hands.
Iana commended you. It is a good sign. Your journey started with luck, but that was only just... You may prove yourself with short missions alone or with a group, with whole regions, occupied by enemy forces, or with even competitions against other immortals. Do what your heart tells you. You can open the map of Aelion at any time and select the adventure you like. But please don't forget about the Gravedigger. I'm afraid you'll meet him again sooner or later.
Hello, I'm Tessa, the goddess of nature and a senior grove walker. A mage that uses the powers of nature to work wonders. Oh, it's because I've been absent from Aelion for some time. Not very long. Just about 600 years. My return was rather notable. I wonder how you managed to miss it. But I can fill the gaps in your knowledge and answer whatever questions you may have. Oh, it's nothing really. I broke into this world through a giant portal in my old temple, surrounded by people in strange clothing and chased by hordes of enraged Phytonides. We closed the portal, but we weren't strong enough to seal it forever. Valiant immortals helped me and my people draw free ether from ether trees. Together, we managed to create an everlasting seal for the portal, so Aelion has one less trouble to deal with, and the path of a grove walker is now available to all immortals. Nothing particularly interesting, see?
I don't remember you. Are you new? Well, hello, young blood. You don't remember me? Well, fame comes and goes. My name is Aquilia. 3 years ago, my pantheon was on a roll. Do you remember the Steel Titans? That's the one. Okay, whatever. People are ungrateful idiots, both mortal and immortal. If they don't want me to defend them, I don't care. I disbanded the Titans, but you can't quit being immortal, can you? Now I'm just sitting here waiting for oblivion. They say that forgotten immortals start aging again. So what you see is the slowest suicide in history. Who? Well, you, for example. This way you will get more faith for yourself, right? My adepts now have new gods. You'll do fine without me. If you don't, it's your problem. I won't lift a finger for Aelion. I can still do some talking, though. You want me to tell you about the enemy armies, so that you know who you're dealing with? These ones look human, but when you cut them open, they're neither mammals nor reptiles, and they have snakes instead of hair. There are immortals among them, and even gods. They've captured about 30 worlds, and they are not stopping anytime soon. Females are in charge of everything. They rule and they fight. Males are their slaves and expendables. Some of my guys had fantasies about being captured by beautiful Gorgonites. One even wrote a book. But this is all nonsense. What's important is that their magic is rather weak. However, their technology is 30 years ahead of ours. Keep that in mind. This is the army of the Integrator, the machine god. They first came here during the Dark Times. His army was devastated, but he himself survived. Now, he's back with his new, advanced fighters. Since he's a god, somebody must be worshipping him. But there are no living creatures in his army, only machines. However, there were cases when the mechanoids abducted humans and took them away. Where? Nobody knows. Your guess is as good as mine. Actually, there are 2 races, and not 3. Naiads and Ongs are females and males of the same species. Kelps are different from them. But what does anyone care? They are all enemies. They deserve no mercy. You see, the fact that someone can live outside of the ocean is beyond their comprehension. For their god Tolmonter, we are not exactly an enemy, but more of a useless adjunct to their oceans. They are wild fighters with fierce magical abilities. The good thing is, we've seen no immortals among them. Everybody fights us. Bugs, fish, tin cans, now even flowers. They used to be like us, but then they contaminated their planet so badly that they had to switch to photosynthesis. They transformed themselves with magic to be able to feed on the sunlight and breathe poison. They liked it so much, they can't stop now. They keep on changing. Can you imagine what kind of magic is required for that? If they hadn't given up technology, they would have become unstoppable. They have some kind of sentience. At least they have enough brains to believe in their Machiavan, but it is impossible to understand them. We are completely alien to each other. We are just mud for them. They want to clear the planet of us and turn it into a neat garden. They did that to a dozen worlds already, so keep your eyes open. Ha! See you. Feel free to come by, but don't try to talk me into joining the ranks again.
Finally! I've been waiting for the new star of the Immortal Assembly to pay us a visit. Welcome to High Society. Immortality gives you many privileges. One of them is the membership in our little club. The city never sleeps, and you'll be welcome at any party. Let me introduce myself. I'm Alcibiades. They call me the god of social life. Well, always staying on top of things, isn't it a divine power? I know everyone worth knowing. If you need advice about whom to befriend and whom to avoid, just ask me. Batarchus, the founder, the patron of mages, the most powerful sorcerer on Aelion, and the most mysterious of gods. They say he's so powerful that he can kill with his gaze. This is why he always wears a blindfold. Unfortunately, he doesn't stop by here too often. Parties and dancing are not really his style. He doesn't have temples. His followers, just like himself, spend their life traveling. Common people welcome blindfolded sorcerers. They always give a helping hand to those who need it. Well, this is all very romantic, but absolutely useless. If you want to shine in the capital, you don't need the help of some ancient wizard. Herita the Gracious, Herita the Patroness, Herita the Consoler. I guess she's the only one among us who doesn't have enemies. I bet you already know her. She personally takes care of every new immortal. Everyone I asked says she'd find the time for them. In our world full of discord, she always tries to understand, comfort, and reconcile. And if she's like a mother for most of the gods, you can imagine how she is worshipped by mere mortals. Flavius would call it a paradox. The more of herself she gives away, the more faith she gets from her thankful followers. Iana the Radiant. You don't mess with her if your life means anything to you. You won't meet her at a party. What does the chief strategist of our endless war care about social life? Her followers are just the same. They're hardened warriors, elite Templars, with their shining helmets stuck on their heads. I beg you not to follow her example. What's the point of living forever if you don't truly live? Everyone respects Iana. Some fear her, some admire, some worship her, some look up to her. But does it look like anyone really loves her? Oh, Flavius. Flavius the Omniscient is our star, our favorite, the deity among the gods. Take a look around you. You see this city, these gleaming towers? This is all here because of Flavius. He is a scientist, a thinker, an inventor, a philanthropist. Everyone adores him. It's a shame he's busy all the time and can't make it to our parties. And even when he can, he sends his hologram instead. Can you imagine that? I would give a lot to meet him face to face, to shake his hand. Sadly, his followers are not like him. All those engineers, scientists, designers. Of course, they're doing a very important job, but their ugly lab coats, bowed backs, red eyes, duct-taped glasses, what a lack of taste. Why can't they learn from their stylish patron? Are you leaving already? Well, I won't keep you. Somebody has to fight monsters while the high society continues to live its hectic life. Good luck in your battles. I hope we will enjoy your company again soon.
Good day. May I have a minute of your time? I know that you immortals are always very busy saving the world, but you can make an invaluable contribution to science. I am Marnius, a follower of Metarchus's. Our teacher has been studying relic ether radiation, and he needs ether imprints of immortals. You just have to put your hand on this device. I don't want to sound too hopeful, but we could be on the verge of unraveling one of the most ancient mysteries. This project will shed light on the origins of the universe. You see how important this is? People from the times before Aloy knew things about the world that we can only speculate about. Alas, they took their knowledge to their graves, and what people learned in the times of Aloy was lost during the dark times. Now we only have scattered fragments and several rather vague legends. We know only one thing for sure. The ancients embraced the secrets of ether in a way that is yet unattainable for us. Well, at least we know that those secrets exist. Our research is an attempt to unravel one of them. Today, we only know very general facts. I'm ashamed to say that we know much less than the ancients did. The legends say that in the beginning, the world was full of darkness. Here is the first mystery. What was that darkness? Was it just nothingness or something else? Then it was filled with ether. The second question is, where did it come from? From outside of our world? Did it just appear on its own? Or was it created by someone? Boiling ether flooded the world. Slowly, it condensed and turned into matter. Many suns appeared, and planets started revolving around them. Well, other sciences study what happened afterwards. If you want to know more, ask geologists and evolutionary biologists. Biologists know much more about how life advanced and evolved, but where did it come from? Could dead matter spawn life? Scientists have been arguing for centuries. May Metarchus spare me those endless debates. One thing is certain. Material and ether bodies of living beings have different nature, but the same origin. They both are condensed ether. According to Metarchus's theory, the first moments of this world still echo in ether bodies of humans. Ether bodies of immortals are stronger, and their relic radiation is more distinctive. This is why we need these imprints. Thank you. Your contribution is very valuable. We'll make sure to mention you in the acknowledgements.
Updates downloaded. Rebooting the system. Please wait.